Hello, Matrix community members. It is February, and what makes February special is the Chinese New Year at the beginning of the month, and also the Winter Olympic. I'm not sure whether you have watched any sports there, and also follow any sports celebrities. And I think the Eileen Gu just swept the whole market or whole sports space by storm, and she's now an idol around the world. Okay, so as usual, we have the monthly AMA for February, and today we have our CEO Owen to join us. And today we have a total of 8 questions selected from those who submitted. And thanks for those who submitted. Just keep submitting us whatever suggestions or questions, etc. So, Owen, without further ado, let's start with the first question. Um, the first question comes from Mr. Malik. Hi, dear Owen. I'm wondering the inflation policy on the main coin. Right now, there are a suitable amount of circulating main in the market and has been stable for a long time. But for the future, when the new listing come at the different platforms, how much inflation will be occur on the main coin? Is it going to reach its max supply in the market quickly? So I think he's worrying about the circulation when we got listed at additional exchanges. Owen, any share for this question, please?
Okay. The answer is no, and we won't do the inflation when Mancon will be listed on the new exchanges. There are some situations that we will increase the total supply of Mancon. The first one is the foundation invested some eco projects by Mancons. And the second situation is that every month we will pay some KOL in Man ecosystem, or we will buy some marketing or advertisement in Mancoins. And the third one is the most man increase is the mining. Yeah. So I think we won't do the inflation when man will be listed on the new exchanges. Yeah, the total supply won't increase at all.
Thanks, Owen. I think that the answer is quite clear. So, answer to Mr. Malik's question is no. There will be no new additional main coins added into the circulation when we got listed in additional exchanges. However, Owen mentioned there will be three, maybe more circumstances that we will have the new main coins added to circulation. One is the ecosystem investment. Investment in ecosystem projects, and the second is about paying the KOLs or advertisements, and the third is about the minings. So this will answer the first questions. Thanks, Owen, for the clear answer. And the second question is from Elk. Elk is our admin for the Masternode Telegram group, and his question is about the GPU mining and also other things. So the question is like this: in what stage do the team see that mainnet's Manta GPU mining will be released in the mainnet? A lot of people would love to hook up their GPUs and start working on the Matrix chain. Owen?
Okay. As estimate, they will be released in mainnet by the end of the middle of this year. But I think before that, we will invite some selected partners who has some demand for the AI computing power. In this period, I think the some of our miners who has provide the GPU computing power to our partners, they will get rewards in Mancon. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I just got distracted by a colleague asking something. And so, Elk, Owen is mentioned about the estimate timeline is about the by middle of the year, which is by end of June. That is the tentative timeline, and before that, we are going to invite certain partners to join the test, and then the GPU will be mining will be used for this kinds of tests, and then they will be rewarded. So this is the reply from Owen. So if it doesn't address your concern, please keep DM me again. And second question is comes from Saken. Metaverse definitely needs artificial intelligence. The matrix can show itself in this market. We can launch AI-based NFT. Can we open our first AI-powered NFT exhibition? Is it possible for the metaverse if users can create and animate 3D avatars using the Matrix AI and development? Do you have any answer to this, Owen?
Yes, we have some plan in the AI-based NFT industry. For example, I used to mention that there will be one of our eco team who will develop AI-based art NFT projects, which named the AI artist. In that project, I think they will use our AI algorithm and the computing power from Matrix Midnight to create the arts such as the painting or the music, which will be mint into the NFTs. So I think we can do some exhibition to buy those kind of the NFTs. And also, I think it's a very good suggestion. I think maybe we can discuss to use our AI algorithm and our AI computing power to do some avatar creations by the AI algorithm and to make them into the NFT. Yeah, I think it's a very good suggestion. I will discuss with our AI team to see what we can do in this. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks, Owen. Second, so Owen's answer to you is that it's upcoming ecosystem project called AI Design. I think you have read the articles published, I think, late last year. So it will be use the AI algorithm and also the computing power from the matrix. And then you can use the artist platform to generate and then to have the exhibition for yourself or for anyone. And you have a suggestion about the avatar. I think often reply is positive again. So we will move on to the second to next question. This question is coming from SBBLC. Hi, is it possible to tell the community about the holders on BSC? There are one wallet with 992 million main tokens, and think one person is holding it all. Newly potential buyers are afraid of this. So SBBLC is asking there's one wallet holding a lot of main coins. Do you have any thing to share with SBBLC, please?
Okay, thanks for your question. And this wallet is not hidden by anyone. This is a smart contract address. That means the only way we can get the BEP 20 a month on the BIC is to transfer the man via our wormhole from our mainnet. Yeah, or you can buy it on the BIC directly. So if the total supply, if there are more than 8 million mine coins has been transferred from the mainnet to the BIC, there will be some man will be sent out from this wallet. Yeah, so it's a smart contract wallet. It won't be a, I'll say it won't be used directly to the market. Yeah, so I think don't worry.
Okay, so you are saying that it is not held by any particular individual investing in the project. It's just kind of a reserve pool for people to
Yeah,
transfer.
yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. Thanks. The next question comes from Bud Spencer, 469. Again, frequent patron. Thanks, Bud Spencer. Can the employee of the Matrix team go about their work despite the COVID situation in China?
In fact, I think China is the best country who control the COVID situations very well. Yeah, so in until now we don't feel too much different before with the time there was no COVID. Even in the worst time, maybe the last year, yeah. So we still work hard to achieve every milestone in our roadmap. So I don't think there will be too much affection to our team to with the COVID-19. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. But it's a total different story in Hong Kong. The situation gets worse and worse every day. And so, thanks to the mainland China, there is a group of experts and also the medical team come to Hong Kong to provide additional supports. The numbers just increase significantly every day. The schools and also talking about the work, the people are encouraged to work from home. So the situation is getting worse. So maybe for next month I will be shooting this AMA from my home. Okay, right. Move on. From Kaya, I think first time he's asking question in here. Would you invite Turkish manager second to China? Okay, so I think I have replied these questions in the main group. Yeah, yeah, we have this plan just before the COVID-19, and now it's kind of settling down. But you have to consider the 21 day of quarantine. You have to just look down at the hotel room, just things like that. So it will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
quite boring. It's not night before you can just land in Beijing and then you go to office and then tour around things like that. It's not just simply like that. But we are open because we have already initiated that kinds of idea long before. Yeah. And do you have anything to add on, Govern?
No, I think after the COVID-19, I think we will invite the QL from our community to China. Yeah, we used to have this plan, but there is the COVID happened and it scrapped our plan. Yeah, so I think
Yeah,
as
totally.
in the future we will do this.
Okay, cool. So don't worry, Kaya. The next question comes from second again. This is a long one. So I will ask one by one there because the question itself is quite long, huh? Will there be a launch on our upcoming NFT platform? For example, many new competitors are coming to OpenSea NFT platform. What would be our advantage in this regard? Will it be preferred as a better use of all? Yeah, so I think this is the first part. And after this first part, I will go on to the second part of the question from second. Owen, it's talking about do we have any advantage over OpenSea NFT platform, or what's our strategy about working with the OpenSea NFT? I think this is part of our roadmap, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you mentioned before we have the roadmap, and I think we revised the roadmap slightly. Because right now the NFT platforms are quite mature, and it doesn't make much sense that we develop our own NFT trading platform. But instead, we work with the NFT trading platforms just like OpenSea, etc., because they are all very matured already. So could you share more in this regard, please, Owen?
Yes, in our opinion, because the OpenSea and there are some other uh, very successful NFT market place right now, yeah, such as the OpenSea. So I don't think it's a very good idea for us to develop or publish a new platform for the customers to trade their NFT assets because we need to teach the customer to use a new platform and also to change their habit to for the NFT trading. So I think in most situations we will when the Matrix AI based NFT ecosystem grow up, we still want maybe we still keep the customer's habit. We will use the successful uh, and exist marketplace for the customer to trade their NFT, such as the OpenSea. Yeah, I think we will not to develop the new NFT platform for the AI based art part for the customer to use. But in the future, I don't know how it will goes on. If there will, because the AI has lots of the parts, such as the AI based art. Also, there are lots of the AI, maybe the data or the AI algorithms. So if there is no place for the customers to trade their AI algorithm or their personal data or something else, I think we'd like to build one marketplace for this kind of the customers. But for the AI-based art NFT or the AI-based game NFT, I think we'd like to introduce the customer to use the exist platform such as the OpenSea. Yeah.
Okay, so for the art and game one, we prefer to work with the existing and mature NFT platforms. And yeah, I think having said that, our backbone is remains the same. Our core still remains the same. That is the AI stuff. For example, the artist AI algorithm, things like that. Yeah, so they will still remain the same. And then the second part from this question is. Do you plan to deploy Airdrop with the platform? Will there be a stake phase? Um, the Rare platform claims to be a community-driven marketplace that rivals OpenSea, and we will develop new features based on the wishes of its users. What will he do? What about the marketing stage? I don't quite got this question, to be honest. So maybe talking about the airdrop, is there any airdrop coming up from ourselves or from our ecosystem projects? Do you have any idea of that?
As I know, uh, for the projects, AI artists, they have some, maybe they have some airdrop plan in their beginning stage, and they're also maybe they will offer some NFT staking function in their ecosystem. Yeah, I think in our NFT echo projects, there will be some functions such as, like you said.
Okay, so we will leave them to their hands instead. Okay, and then the last questions come from the Bud Spencer 469 again. Um, Companies like TBEA pay for matrix servers in main coins. Do these companies buy the coins via exchanges like any private investors, or do they have other options? This is number one questions. Number two, have these large purchases already been made, or will they be made as the services are deployed like Magneto?
Okay, let me explain this cooperation. The cooperation between Matrix and the TBEA is we have signed an development contract. We will offer some AI and blockchain technology support to their to the TBEA, and they will pay the Matrix team by currency, not the cryptocurrency, not in man. But after these corporations, we will put the service we have already supported to the TBEA. We will keep this kind of the service into our Magneto platform. So after that, any company who want to use the service from the Magneto, they need to they have two choices. The first one, they need to buy the man coins by themselves and use them to buy the service from Magneto. This is the first choice. And the second choice, I think, till then there will be I think there will be one or two the agency companies who will introduce the company to buy the service from the Magneto, and they will do this exchange. This agency company will get the currency from the customers, and they will use the currency to buy man coins, and they will pay the service fee to the Magneto. Yeah, I think this is how does it works.
Okay, so for now, the TBEA just pay us in terms of fiat, right?
Yeah.
Renminbi, right? Okay. And
Yeah.
for additional partners, they can buy main coins, or the agency company can get it from the exchanges and then to pay in terms of main. So we preferably, I mean, all the users of Monito, they have to buy main coins and use our services. So that is the answer. So, and that concludes today's AMA. And I know there are many more questions that we haven't selected, and don't give up because some of the questions are just repeated one after another, because people, Mr. A will submit his question and Mr. B will submit question, the same question, and we will just pick one. And some of the questions they have been addressed before, so and then that's why we didn't select as well. And other people, they are not in the scope of matrix, and we didn't select as well. So today we have answered the 8 selected questions. So and thanks to Owen. And Owen, please relay our thanks to the dev team. They have been working hard to try to deliver as per the roadmap, and just keep up the good work. Thanks for them.
Okay, bye bye, Eric.
Okay,
Thanks,
thanks community. Okay, bye. See you in March. Bye bye.